Hello everybody, it's Gary Hallican here, and I've got something very cool for you today. This is something I did, I think 2 years ago now, and was one of my most fun videos to do, and that was opening a box of 100 random DVDs. So I got this box on eBay, and these are getting to be pretty cheap now. This works out to a price of about 42 cents each for this particular box, so pretty cheap for DVDs. Very soon I will have a video coming that's a box of random VHS tapes, and those are actually more expensive now. You can't get VHS tapes really for less than $1 each, it seems like, in random boxes. So the only thing I've done so far is open the flap. I haven't looked any farther than this. We unfortunately already have one that we definitely don't need right here on top. But what I'm hoping for in this box is to get some unique stuff, get some weird, obscure stuff, hopefully get a lot of stuff that I don't already have, would be the hope for this. So it should be fun, though, to look through what we've got here, and we should have 100 random things to see here. So let's go ahead and get started. So first up, we've got Fahrenheit 9/11, so we don't need that one. We've got 3 Sam Elliott movies: Blue River, Come to Texas, and I Will Fight No More Forever. So I have not seen these, but Sam Elliott is always good. These might be one of those where he's barely in it for a minute or two, and then they said, and then later he got very famous, and so they said, oh, well, let's release these old movies, say they're Sam Elliott movies, because he's technically in them, right? That happened a lot with these kind of budget DVDs. We've got one called The Grand. So I've never heard of this one. Woody Harrelson, David Cross, Dennis Farina, so a lot of people we've heard of. A comedy about the fine art of losing. At least we've got a slipcover with this one. So that's good. One of the best ensemble comedies of the past 20 years. Why haven't I heard of it then? So who knows, that might be good. So far, though, at least we definitely are having ones that I don't have. So that's good. We've got The Wedding Date with Deborah Messing and Dermot Mulroney. Do you think you can tell the difference between Dermot Mulroney and Dylan McDermott? Because they're not the same person. Probably won't like that one too much. Okay, we've got one of these 4 action films in one. You used to see these a lot, in the dollar bins and so forth. So we've got a Morgan Freeman, John Cusack one called The Contract. We got 24 Hours in London, Crime Spree with Harvey Keitel and Gerard Depardieu, and Stiletto with Tom Berenger and Michael Biehn, it looks like. So these are all people I like, so maybe these are good ones. I've not heard of any of these, but this is good. Like I said, getting some odd stuff. That's what I'm looking for. All right, Changing Lanes. I've heard of this one. I don't think I've ever seen it. Ben Affleck, Samuel Jackson there. So you see previewed, so some of these must have come from a Blockbuster. For the young people, the Blockbusters where we used to go on Friday nights to pick out a weird movie to watch. And you had to watch whatever they had in stock, right? You couldn't watch whatever the most popular movie was if they were out of all the copies of it. You had to watch whatever weird stuff you could find on the bottom shelf. Okay, Knock Around Guys. I've definitely heard of this one, but I don't think I've ever seen it. So far, I don't think we've gotten any that I already have. So we're doing good there. So I don't actually think I had a copy of The Sixth Sense. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Most people say The Sixth Sense is Shyamalan's best movie, but Unbreakable is actually Shyamalan's best movie. But Sixth Sense was good. I don't think I had a copy of it. Now here is a good one. Machete. So I did not have a copy of Machete, so this is a good one to have. Of course, if you know, Machete is the uncle to the Spy Kids. Those movies take place in the same universe. The Truth About Cats and Dogs. I don't think I've ever seen this one either. I've definitely heard of this one before. Hopefully I don't get too many romantic comedies. At least this is an older one. John Tucker Must Die. I remember the trailers for this one a lot. I don't think I ever saw it though. Ooh, includes widescreen and full screen versions. That's what I'm hoping we don't get too many full screen DVDs here in this box, because those aren't that useful. All right, we got The Serpent's Kiss with Ewan McGregor. So this is a different one. I don't think I've heard of this one before. So who knows, that might be good. Rated R for brief language. I don't know, that's not much of a R rating. So if I come across any of these that I haven't heard of or haven't seen, tell me in the comments if they're any good. All right, thanks. Ozzy. This is a koala movie, it looks like. So, again, at least something different. Two goons koala napped him. A young boy rescued him, and one evil toy maker must have him. All right, that might not be any good, but it might be interesting at least. There we go. Breaking Dawn Part 1. So Breaking Dawn Part 1 is not very good. It's really boring. Breaking Dawn Part 2 is good because it's really wild and ridiculous. But I don't think I had a copy of this. So Breaking Dawn Part 1. It's pretty boring, though. It's got the weird baby in it. I think I saw it in the theater, actually. There Will Be Blood. I Will Drink Your Milkshake. Okay, we got First Snow. Is this like a... I'm thinking of a different one. That's a zombie one. This one doesn't look like a zombie one. Intriguing thriller about a man whose life spins out of control after a psychic tells him his days are numbered. Okay, so I don't think I've heard of this one then. Again, like I said, if there's any I haven't heard of, let me know in the comments if they're any good. Okay, we got the unrated and unprotected edition of Knocked Up. All right, so at least has a slipcover, so that's good. That's good. You see a lot of listings on eBay, especially with like the 4K Blu-rays, where people are just selling the slipcovers, which seems kind of goofy, but it's nice to get some of these slipcovers in this random box here. Okay, Derailed. Oh, looks like Exhibit is in this movie. So you like DVDs in your DVDs? Let's put more DVDs in your DVDs. All right, that's what he might say if he was opening this box. I think I've heard of this one. I haven't actually opened any of these to see if the discs are in them. Disc is in that one, so that's good. Presumably the ones we've already looked at have the disc in them. At least the listing guaranteed that they would, right? Here's a good one. Jet Li's Fearless. So I don't think I had a copy of that. That'll be a good one. The unrated edition. Several of these last few that we've looked at have been the unrated edition. Thrill-packed action. The movie keeps roaring right along. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Casino Royale. Pretty sure I already had a copy of this. This looks like it would be, just based on this front design here, like the copy that would have come in a big Bond box set. We still got the digital code. Let's see when that expired. Code may not be valid after 2018. So there we go. Okay, Bodyguard 2, featuring Tony Jaa, so that's good. So this is a Thai movie. I think I've heard of this. I don't think I've seen it before, but that's probably a good one. Got Fantastic Four. I definitely have a copy of this already. It's all right, but it's kind of dull. That's the problem with all of the Fantastic Four movies they've done so far, is they're not very fantastical, right? They need to be, you know, a little more out there and a little weirder and a little less mundane. That's how you would make a good Fantastic Four movie. So I'm pretty sure I've already got a copy of that. We've got Octopussy. So this clearly came from the same box set as that Casino Royale one there. I've got a few of the Bond movies. I don't think I have this one. It even says the same thing. That Casino Royale also said nobody does it like Bond. Okay, we got Pirates. So I think I got 2 of these in the last box of 100 random DVDs that I did 2 years ago. I think I got 2 copies of Curse of the Black Pearl here. So this should be my 3rd copy of that. Hey, The Fast and the Furious. I just recently got the 4K disc of this, and I think I've got a VHS of this, or at least I've got a VHS of Too Fast, Too Furious, but I don't think I had a regular DVD of it, so that's good. It's nice, shiny cover on there. That's one of my favorite series, so I don't mind having it in all forms of media. What Lies Beneath. This is a Michelle Pfeiffer horror one. I remember when this came out. Does for bathtubs what Psycho did for showers. So that's, I don't know if that's the best tagline, considering that, you know, what happens in the shower in Psycho, it's also a bathtub at the same time. So it's not really a different thing there. All right, we unfortunately have our first double in this box. So here we got a second copy of There Will Be Blood. So hopefully we do not get very many doubles as we continue here. All right, we got the Rock's version of Walking Tall. I feel like I might have got a copy of this in the last box I did. I'm not sure. This one's all right, though. It's not as good, of course, as the 70s one, based on the true story of Buford Pusser. We got You Don't Mess with the Zohan, another unrated version. Another one that came from Blockbuster. I don't know, this one wasn't the worst movie, I guess. Not Adam Sandler's best one either, though. Here is a good one. Well, no, this is number 2. This is Big Mama's House 2. So I don't know, that might be a good one. Another previously viewed movie. Think Like a Man. Is this a Tyler Perry one? No, it's before him. I don't know, I've heard of this one before. All right, Lord of the Rings. Oh no, we got a full screen version of Fellowship of the Ring, so that's not super useful probably. It's heavy though, there's at least 2 discs in here. Yep, so 2 discs and a big pamphlet. So that's good. I think I have 1 or 2 copies of Fellowship, but not the widescreen 2-disc special edition. Charlie Wilson's War. I think I've heard of this one. I don't think I ever saw it. All right, we got a copy of Batman Begins, and it's the same one that I've had since 2005, the full screen edition. So when I saw it just a second ago, I was hoping we'd get the widescreen of it here. A year or 2 ago, my buddy wanted to watch it. He'd never seen it before, and we watched my old full screen edition DVD and felt really claustrophobic seeing it in 4:3 aspect ratio, you know, with the sides cut off and everything. So I've already got that. Invincible. So I don't think I ever saw this one. Mark Wahlberg football movie. Eagles, right? Based on a guy that tried out for the Eagles. So that might be good. At the Whole 9 Yards. I remember this one. So this is our first clip side one here. So if you remember in the early days of DVDs, or young people might not remember, most of them had a clip on the side like that. And kind of this paper cardboard front cover. So that's our first one of those in this box. A Matador's Mistress with Adrien Brody. I'm pretty sure I saw this one at the... Oh, this one is unopened. I'm pretty sure I saw this one at the Dollar Tree not long ago, maybe. I don't know, it's unopened. So that's our first unopened one in this box. And Hairspray. This is the newer one with John Travolta. Right? Looks like John Travolta, Michelle Pfeiffer, Christopher Walken. Wow, Amanda Bynes is in this one. So this was the newer one. Whenever that was. 2007, it looks like. So I say 2007 is the newer one. That was a long time ago. Another good slip cover, though. Okay. That's Star Trek. I definitely already have this one. Eagle Eye. That's Shia LaBeouf, right? I don't think I ever saw that. Okay. Revenge of the Fallen. I don't know if I had a copy of that or not. It's often voted one of the worst ones, right? And it's just too long. It's not that it's not that horrible, I guess. It probably is the worst of the Transformers ones, but that's okay. All right, Da Vinci Code. I probably don't need that one. Basic Instinct. So the old DVD, so the resolution won't be as good as you would like, probably. Coach Carter, I think we got another based on a true story sports one. Right? I don't know if I ever saw that one. I remember when it came out. Shirley Temple Festival. So does this have maybe several different things with Shirley Temple in it? These irresistible comedies featuring one of her first roles in War Babies. Starring as the charming Charmaine in A Child-Filled Saloon. Kid in Africa. And Dora's Dunkin' Donuts. And Pardon My Pups. So, I don't know, there's some weird stuff that probably nobody's seen in a long time. Now we've got a Tyler Perry one. We got Madea Goes to Jail. So, a few years ago, when some of my students wanted me to watch the Boo Madea Halloween movie and get my opinion on it, and because they all really liked it, and I gotta say it was kind of difficult to get through. The jokes were not that good, and even the jokes that were good, they belabored them on and on and on. So I don't know if Madea is really my thing here, but we got Madea Goes to Jail there. Okay, Best Man's Holiday. Isn't there like 40 Best Man movies in this series? I think there's a whole bunch of these. All right, Trance, a Danny Boyle film. So Danny Boyle, I knew who he is. Of course, Slumdog and so forth. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. James McAvoy, Rosario Dawson. Everybody likes her. An exhilarating brain twister. After a blow to the head during his attempted robbery of a $27 million Goya painting, Simon, a fine art auctioneer, awakens to find that the painting and his memory are missing. All right, so we got an amnesia art thief thriller there. All right, we got Matrix Revolutions. This is the 2-disc widescreen edition. So that's a good one. I don't think I had this before. Is this the last one? Yeah, this is the third. It's not the last one anymore, right? They're Matrix Resurrections now, right? This is the third one, right? Got the Manchurian Candidate. That's Denzel. It's, of course, the remake of Manchurian Candidate. It feels like a 2-disc one, too. Maybe it's just a heavy one. It's just one of those heavier cases. All right, we got The Town. I've never seen this, but I'd always heard it was a good one. We got Seabiscuit. So I don't think I had a copy of that before. It's about a horse. Speaking of animals, we've got Dolphin Tale. That one's about a dolphin, I think. Okay, Seraphim Falls with Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan. Looks like a Western. I think I heard of this before. So a Western with Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan. Okay, we got 10 high-octane action movies. So this should be good. We might have some good ones here. Let's see what high-octane action movies we've got. Treasure Raiders, Fast Track, Hellbinders, Universal Squadrons, not Universal Soldier Air, Universal Squadrons, Distortion, Recon 2020, Payback, This Thing of Ours, Good Girl, Bad Girl, and Mad Bad. So these mostly don't sound very good. Nothing I've heard of before, but that's what we're looking for, right? That's what I was hoping for with a box like this, was to get some weird stuff, right? Some weird stuff we hadn't heard of before. Presumably this girl that's in the pictures, she is probably not in any of the movies on any of these discs here. All right, Max Payne Unrated. So I seem to remember hearing that that wasn't very good. I played through most of one of the games once, and it was pretty good. But I've heard the movie doesn't adhere to the games that well. And we got a copy of Slumdog Millionaire. I already have one of these. So I think we're about halfway there. So hopefully everybody's enjoying it so far. We've definitely seen some good stuff. I think this box is better than the box that I did a couple years ago, because so far we've got more action and stuff in this box and not as many romantic comedies and things like that. But we have, at least, what do we have? Only one double so far, but I can see another copy of Max Payne there. So we're going to have at least a couple doubles, but not too bad. So let's keep going and see what else. What other cool stuff we get here. So here we've got Pirates Dead Man's Chest with the slip cover. That's a nice slip cover there. I like that. It's got kind of a depth to it. Nice 3D effect with that. That's cool. That's a very good slip cover. Nice. Is that the second one? Dead Man's Chest. I think I've got a copy of it, but not with the nice slip cover like that. Ocean's 12. So that one's not bad. In fact, though, I think pretty sure I got a copy of this in the last box I did. Hey, The Dark Knight, but it's no, this one is the widescreen edition. All right, that's good. So we still got the full screen edition of Batman Begins, but widescreen edition of this. I think I've got this, though. Okay, Hitman Unrated. I think I might have gotten a copy of this in my last box, too. Or somewhere I got a copy of this. I don't think I've ever watched it, though. Robots. All right, some of my students this past year were talking about this one and saying I would like it. I've never actually seen it before. But we got the slip cover with that one, so that's good. G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra. Not sure if I have a copy of this or not. I might have a copy of this. The toys were better than the movie for this one. Okay, down there, last layer here. We got Silver Linings Playbook, Academy Award winner, right? That's Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper. That one's a little beat up. At Orange County, is that Jack Black? I don't think I ever saw that one. Heard of it before. Legends of the Fall. I remember this one. It's, yeah, 1994. Oh, Best Cinematography Academy Award winner. 94 was the tough year for movies, right? You had Forrest Gump and Shawshank and Pulp Fiction, you know, all in the same year there, right? All competing. Traction to Paris. Okay, so here's one I haven't heard of. When all seems lost, just run. So, not really many people I heard of either. But again, like I said, that's what we were going for. Just the obscure stuff. Heather is a young college student who is backpacking across Europe to experience the continent. While in Paris, she meets a Dutch girl named Astrid and her two Parisian friends, Pierre and Oliver, and joins them for a wild night of partying. Hungover in the morning, Pierre has the misfortune of wandering into a terrorist's apartment. Heather follows and ends up killing the terrorist, who was planning to set off a bomb in Paris. Soon Heather, Oliver, and Astrid are on the run as the terrorist associates seek revenge. Alright, so who knows if that's any good or not. Alright, Spider-Man 2. Definitely got that one. I think I got this exact version of it with the... I got one with the slip cover, though, for Christmas in, like, 2005 or something. So I've already got that. But it is the best ever, so. iRobot, so that's a good one. I don't think I had a copy of that before. Maybe I did. I'm not sure. Okay, Rise, a knockout, a visual miracle. This is a dance one, right? Is this a dance movie? Rise is an intimate, completely fresh portrayal of any inner city youth who have created art and often family where before there was none. Surrounded by drug addiction, gangs, and impoverishment, they have developed a completely unique style of dance that evolves on a daily basis. Yeah, I thought this was a dance one. Okay, so here we've got another copy of Max Payne Unrated. So let me know in the comments if you need a copy of that. We haven't gotten any horror in this box. We have one or two. We got What Lies Beneath, right? But not much sci-fi in this box. We've got a couple with iRobot and stuff. But more action than I got in the box that I did before. So we got Two Towers. Oh no, it's the full screen Two Towers. So that one's not that useful. But feels like it has both discs. Has both discs and the little booklet for the collector's store, so that's good stuff to have. Here's a good one, Daddy Daycare. It's really got one scene that's funny that I remember, but, you know, but that's more than most movies can say. Taken, oh, the extended cut. I have a very particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you. There, how was my Liam Neeson? That wasn't too bad. About Schmidt, so that's a Jack Nicholson one. When he was old, which he still is now, of course, but was then too. Unfaithful, Diane Lane, right? Ah, another full screen one. Those aren't that useful. Expendables 2, so that's good. We got the slipcover for this. So that's nice. Expendables 4 is coming out soon. Now, I've been, unfortunately, a little disappointed with the Expendables movies. They were always should have been way better than they were, right? They kind of, you know, the concept was better than the execution. This one I remember, I like this one though, because it does have Chuck Norris for a minute. This is the one where Chuck Norris says that he was bitten by a cobra, and after 3 days of excruciating pain, the snake died. Stomp the Yard. So there's another dance one. All right, so who'd win in a fight between Rise and Stomp the Yard and Step Up and You Got Served, right? If they all fought each other. All right, Click. So that one was like kind of good for part of it, and then it gets real sappy and stuff at the end. All of Me. So this is a old Steve Martin one. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Now we got another double here. Another copy of About Schmidt. So that's unfortunate. There's a few doubles in there. We've got Unrated. Is this what? 2.5? Jackass 2.5. I don't think I've ever seen any of these, but here they're pretty funny. So this is old, of course. All right, last row. Bachelor Party Vegas. So this one I've not heard of. Maybe it's a, you know, to try to capitalize on The Hangover. It's got some people you would have heard of. So I don't know. I don't know if that's any good. A Crime. Which crime, though? It could be any crime, right? I don't think I've heard of this one either. How do you seek revenge when you have no culprit? Here's a good one. Got The Prestige. And nice slip cover. So that's good. This is a good one. David Bowie plays Nikola Tesla, which is very neat casting. Okay, China 9, Liberty 37, The Deadliest Crossroad. So this is not one I've ever heard of, but considering it's got Warren Oates and Jenny Agutter, this is definitely an old one. Is this a spaghetti western, maybe? It's every man for himself in this Wild West tale where gunslinging rules. When condemned gunman Clayton is given a last-minute reprieve, it's for a condition that he's not sure he can meet. Murder a rancher who is standing in the way of a railway expansion. Let's see, this has got to be a spaghetti western. There's some Italian names here in the credits. Try to see if I can tell what year it's from. Doesn't say what year it's from there, but like I said, with Warren Oates and Jenny Agutter, this has to be an old one. So this maybe is the most interesting find we've gotten so far in this box. Don't jump in the box, cat. We're almost done. Yul Brynner and Return of the Magnificent Seven. So there's another good western. Dun, 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 dun. Kissing Jessica Stein. A funny, smart, fresh look at sex and the single girl. And so, a romantic comedy, I guess. I think I might have heard of this one before. The first great date movie of the century. What century is that? All right, we've got A Time to Kill. So we've got another clip case here. So it means this is an early one, an early DVD. I remember this one, though. Is this a Gresham one? Yeah, I think so. Okay, Little Miss Sunshine. I've actually never seen that, but I always hear people talking about how good it is. Sniper 2 with Tom Berenger. That's a good one. I don't know if I've ever seen Sniper 2. I think so. I've seen Sniper 1 for sure. All right, Sideways. I'm pretty sure I got a copy of this in the last box I did, but not with the slip cover. Unfortunately, though, this is full screen edition. Get out your old CRT, I guess. Up in the Air. So I'm not a big George Clooney fan, but some people are, I guess. Lonely Hearts. John Travolta, James Gandolfini. Oh no, Jared Leto. Some people would kill to be in love. Is this like a gangster one? A gangster romance? Based on a true story. Two psychopaths with a passion for hot-blooded sex and cold-blooded murder. Placing ads in singles magazines, they prey on a series of rich, lonely women, whom they later swindle and kill. Alright, that's interesting. I don't think I ever heard of that one. Zebra Lounge. Christy Swanson, Stephen Baldwin. I wonder if this is an older one? Yeah, 2003. Alan and Wendy Barnett are a normal couple who find their seemingly perfect marriage has lost its spark. They want to reclaim their passion and make their sexual fantasies come true. An ad placed in a swingers magazine leads them to the Zebra Lounge and a couple of experienced swingers whose erotic prowess knows no boundaries. Alright, so it's the lost genre of the erotic thriller. Right? There was a big genre in the early 90s, and then it has kind of died down after that. Right? You don't see much of them anymore. Unleashed, Unrated. So this is a Jet Li one. So that'll be good. I think Jet Li in prison, maybe. Something like that, but be a good martial arts one. The Missing. So I remember this one, I think. Tommy Lee Jones. I think this is kind of a Western. It's a 2-disc one. Oh, it came from Movie Gallery. Alright, just 4 more. Oh no, The Notebook. I think I might have got a copy of this in the last box I did, too. It's too romantic. Eye of the Beholder. Ashley Judd. I think I've heard of this one. I don't think I've seen it before. Alright, another Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. It is the second one. It says 2 there. This one, no slip cover on this one. So unfortunately, we had, what, about 4 doubles in this box. And Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, unrated. That's our last one here. So that's a good one, too, to end on. So overall, I think this box was pretty good. I think it was better than the box I got a couple years ago, as far as there being mostly like action and stuff in this one. I would have wished for some more sci-fi and horror and some more weird stuff like that. We got a few that I had not heard of before, but mostly regular ones. However, mostly this box was ones I didn't already have, so that's good. So let me know in the comments which ones of these you think are good, which ones you think of them are garbage, and I hope you had fun watching that, and we'll see you next time.